enabling gap for that that's been written up is how to actually do that systematic prioritization. So that's a very good point. Okay. Anything else this group wants to add? You're the only one that looked at this.
One of the things the table was talking about was cost versus value for money. And not just value for money in terms of, we looked at culverts, really simple, low-cost intervention, but actually looking at the other value it brings in terms of ecology, pollination, better crop resilience, better water management. And the prioritization, systematic prioritization conversation came from actually what's more valuable in terms of cost, ecology, weight, value, ease of construction, etc.
Yep, sure, go for it.
The value that brings, the value that comes from Green Road Toolkit definitely we appreciate. The problem is implementation of these things requires two departments. One is engineers, and then there are people who will finance it, finance department in various years. So finance guys are not interested about what you are really bringing in. They are interested in, okay, if I invest 100, what I am getting. Give me on paper. If I am getting 101, okay, fine, but I want 150. So now we all know this is good. But then unless and until, we are talking about developing countries, not developed countries where they will just say, okay, this is value, understand. So this is a big problem in convincing the governments. They'll say, why not just do it straight? And also, not in such an organized manner, there may be measures that are not really part of Green Road Toolkit, but those measures are already there. So basically, just cast those as Green Roads Toolkit. That can also help, right? This is another.
So two really important points there, and it hits on the maturity assessment around capacity building, setting up. It's not just capacity building for our roads departments. They often know the problem. It's capacity building across all the institutions, including ministries of finance, which is a very good point. The other one on adding more things into the Green Road Toolkit, it's open for submission. Please, if you have other ideas and things you want to add, please send them through and we will add them. It is not finished. It will never be finished. It will constantly evolve, okay? Last group, so this one we were talking specifically around the use of recycled materials in projects. I'm going to jump over to this side on their recommended year one action. So biggest enabling gaps, again, design standards. This keeps coming up at the project level, right? That's very, very, very common. Considering a pilot project is a great way to do that, to convince the authorities to update the design standards. So that's really a really great approach. I'm sorry we don't have time to go into more detail on it. And then on the other side, yeah, generate awareness. So same as this group, that capacity building and how critical that is at all levels. We are over time. I want to say two things really quickly. The first one is that we're currently working to digitize this toolkit, okay? Excel has its limitations, we know that. That expression of interest is actually open. So if you know any great consultants that want to bid, share the link, share the news. And yeah, we hope that Green Road Toolkit version 2 will address some of the gaps that we have identified. Do you want Ben to stay?
Can we take a group photograph, everybody? So up over here.
Okay, what was the second? And while everyone is walking to the front, the only other thing I wanted to say is a big thank you to everyone for your energy and participation today. So please head on up to the front.